If you are a special education teacher, case manager, administrator, or co-teacher, and you feel like you are constantly drowning in paperwork, IEP meetings, compliance deadlines, pergevering, and emails that never stop, this video is for you. Because nobody warns you about this part of special education. They tell you how to write goals. They tell you how to differentiate. They tell you how to support students with disabilities. But they do not tell you how the system quietly burns out the people doing the work. And here's the hard truth most trainings won't say out loud. Most special education burnout is not caused by students. It's caused by broken systems, unclear roles, and unrealistic expectations. So today, I want to talk about the real reasons special education teachers feel overwhelmed and what actually helps. First, let's name the problem. Special education teachers are expected to be teachers, case managers, compliance officers, data analysts, parent liaisons, behavior specialists, and emotional shock absorbers, all at the same time. You're writing IEPs that have to be legally defensible. You're collecting progress monitoring data that has to align perfectly with goals. You're co-teaching in classrooms where you may or may not be treated as an equal. And you're doing all of this while being told to just document it as if documentation magically creates time. That pressure adds up. And if you've ever thought, I love my students, but I can't keep doing this forever, you are not weak. You are responding normally to a system that is poorly designed. Now here's where things shift. Burnout doesn't usually come from too much work. It comes from unclear systems. When you don't know what actually matters legally, what can wait, what is compliance critical versus preference, and what you're allowed to say no to, your brain stays in constant survival mode. That's why the most effective special education teachers aren't the ones working the longest hours. They're the ones with systems. They know which IEP sections carry legal weight. They know how to write goals that are measurable without overcomplicating them. They know how to collect data efficiently instead of perfectly. And they know how to protect their time without feeling guilty. Let me be very clear about something. You do not need to be perfect to be compliant. You need to be clear, consistent, and defensible. A goal that is simple, measurable, and documented consistently will always beat a fancy goal that no one can realistically track. A co-teaching plan that clearly defines roles will always work better than one based on, we'll just figure it out. And a teacher who understands the spirit of special education law will outperform someone who is just reacting to emails and deadlines. So if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, here's what I want you to hear. You don't need another training that adds more to your plate. You need frameworks that remove noise. You need clearer goal structures, simpler progress monitoring systems, realistic co-teaching expectations, and permission to stop doing things that don't actually help students or protect you legally. That's how you survive this job long term. Not by grinding harder, not by sacrificing your health, not by being the last one to leave every night, but by working smarter, documenting strategically, and building systems that serve you as much as they serve your students. If you're a special education teacher who wants to stay in the field without burning out, this is your reminder. You are not failing. The system is inefficient, and you are allowed to design your work in a way that is sustainable. Stay here. We're going to keep breaking this down,